Hello everyone. I welcome you all to Startup Academy. This academy is, as you all know, is exclusively for ISS only, and we have been focusing on ISS 2026 since we have done some of the topics related to demand analysis. Today, this video is dedicated to the detailed answer writing part of demand analysis question. We'll take one question from 2025, which is under this topic demand analysis, or under the topic which we have already done, and taking that under consideration, we'll write a detailed answer, and I tell you what to write where in order to gain marks in the exam. So let us begin. The question has been taken from 2025, which states that we have to show that the demand curve with constant price elasticity of demand show that the demand curve with constant price elasticity of demand is a hyperbola whose shape depends on is a hyperbola whose shape depends on the value of the parameter. First part of this question is this, and the second part is hence show that when the elasticity of demand is 1, hence show that when the elasticity of demand is 1, the demand curve is an equilateral hyperbola. The demand curve is an equilateral hyperbola. So this is the question that has been asked in 2025, and this was of 10 marks. So we can divide this question in two parts, 5 marks each. First part is we have to show that the price elasticity of demand, which where the demand curve is constant, has constant price, is it takes the shape of a hyperbola. And the second is we have to show that if this constant is 1, then the demand curve is an equilateral hyperbola. So there are two portions having 5 marks each. So let us start with the first portion. For beginning the first portion, we have to start with, we can define the price elasticity of demand of a commodity as the ratio of relative change in demand to the relative change in the price of the same commodity. If we are talking about same commodity, it can also be partial elasticity of demand. If we are talking about two different commodities, if the demand of commodity A is compared with the price of the commodity B, then it is cross elasticity of demand, as we did in the last lecture. Is the in the price of the same commodity, okay, and it is represented by, now we can write the formula here. We can write eta P, where P denotes the price is nothing but equal to minus delta x upon delta p upon p, which can also be written as minus p upon x into delta x upon delta p, where we can write, where, okay, writing it on the next page, where x is the demand of commodity and p is the price of commodity which has been taken. We can take commodity X, A, or whatever you can say, or you can just write commodity as well. All of them are correct. And we can say there is the negative sign indicates, here we have taken negative sign here now. So here the negative sign indicates, we have to mention this as well. The negative sign indicates that the demand and price of a commodity moves in opposite direction. Okay, you can also mention here that when demand, when price of this commodity increases, then demand of this commodity decreases, and vice versa, when price decreases, then demand increases. I'm writing the arrows. You can write increases and decreases, whatever you feel like writing. Either of them are correct. Now here we have defined what is price elasticity of demand. Now moving forward, the question has asked if our price elasticity of demand is equal to a constant. So let us take, let the price elasticity of demand is a constant, is considered as constant, is taken as C. Suppose, let us take this, where C is nothing but a constant. Okay, now taking from equation number 1, let us write these as equation. This is equation 1. Now, and this is equation 2. From equation 1 and 2, we get, keeping C in place of price elasticity, we will be getting minus P upon X delta X upon delta P. Now taking things X on one side and rest other on the other side. So we will be getting 1 upon X delta X equals to minus C upon P delta P. If we on integrating both sides, we get, if we integrate it on both sides, we will be getting integration of 1 upon x dx equals to minus c will come outside because it is a constant. Integration of 1 upon p delta p. Here also it is delta x. And one another constant is taken, which is the integrating constant. Let us just write constant here. So the integration of 1 upon x dx would be log of x. It will be minus c log of p. Now here we can take a constant. Let us take the constant as k. So since every unit is containing log, let us take this constant also as log of k. Now if we take the log property, we will be getting this log of x equals to log of p raised to the power minus c. A log b will be log b raised to the power a plus log of k. Now again using log property, log of x will be equal to log a plus log b will be equal to log a into b. So this will be log p raised to the power minus c into k. Now taking anti-log on both sides. Moving on to the next page. Taking anti-log on both sides, we get, what will we be getting? Antilog of log x will be x, and antilog of p raised to the power minus c into k will be p raised to the power minus c. So this will be our equation of demand, of the demand of the commodity. And here c is the parameter. And let us take it as equation number 3. This equation 3 is the equation of a hyperbola. Now here also you can just you can also mention what is a hyperbola, as we did here. Hyperbola were these four things, these four curve like of things, and they had equations like them only. Y square is equals to 4ax, or x square is equals to 4ay, like that. So you can mention that as well, but it is unnecessary. No marks will be given to you for showing that. That was only for your understanding. You can mention that if you have time, but if you don't waste your time. So this is a equation of a hyperbola, and hence we can say that when we can just quote the question here for the conclusion of part 1. We can say that the demand curve with constant price elasticity of demand is a hyperbola whose shapes depends on the value of parameter c. We can just quote and write the same things here. This would be our conclusion of part 1 question. Now starting with part 2 of our question. Part 2 says that what happens if our constant is 1, means price elasticity of demand is 1. Let us consider eta p equals to 1, or we can also say from equation 2, let c equals to 1, which is equals to eta p. This one is much better than this, or you can write either of them. In the question it has been stated. We are not taking it from our side. So from now the equation of this x equals to p raised to the power, this is now from equation 3 on substituting from equation 4. Let us consider this as our equation number 4. So, equation 3, now we are substituting equation 4 in equation 3, which equation 4 equation 3 is x raised to the power p raised to the power minus c into k. Here the c has been taken as 1, so instead of here writing as p raised to the power minus c, we can directly write it as p raised to the power 1, and hence this can be written as x equals to k upon p. Now we can state that this is equation number 5. Equation 5 is the equation of a equilateral, or we can say rectangular hyperbola. Now we know that a rectangular hyperbola looks like this, which may have the equation x equals to y by a or y equals to ax, whatever it is. We can see that here it matches with the equation. So hence we have proved that when the constant term or the price elasticity of demand is taken as 1, then the demand curve turns into the equation of a rectangular hyperbola. Now dividing the marks. This question was of 10 marks, so we'll divide the marks. First of all, for 2 marks will be given here. 2 marks will be provided for the right equation, for the right definition. Then 1 mark for the right formula of the price elasticity of demand. Then moving forward, this will also be in 1 mark of that. Then this negative sign, which we have mentioned here, this point is very important, and all these points will contain 1 mark again. Then moving forward, this first part of the question, which has asked if it is a constant or not, this whole proof will be containing 3 marks each. This whole proof will be containing 4 marks, because it is a big proof, as we can see. Every steps consisting of every step, it is a 4 mark part, and then the last portion, which where we have to take c equals to 1, contains 2 marks. So till here it is 2 mark, and we can write here the conclusion as well from the question for the second part. For the first part we have written above, so no need to write it again and again. For the first part, we can write the conclusion as hence hence we can say that when the elasticity of demand is 1, the demand curve is an equilateral hyperbola, equilateral or rectangular hyperbola. So this completes your 10 marks question, and you have to speed up because this is only 10 marks. We have 15 marks questions as well in the same paper, and it is a lengthy paper, so we have to speed up writing the questions, and that will come with practice only. So I am just giving you idea of how will you write. You have to write it on your own. I am not coming in your exam to write, so take care of that. And this is an important class for you to be considering for your examinations, how to attempt a question in detail. So I hope many of you were facing problem in these kind of things. So I hope it is clear by now what you have to attempt and how you have to attempt with the marks wise. And you can practice the questions which have been given in PYQs, keeping a timer on. Then only you will be able to improve your time as well as efficiency. So all the best and keep on working hard. Thank you.